Good morning, everybody. Welcome back for another new main battle tank video. This is the Turkish M60 AMBT, which was a Turkish project for upgrading the M60s. I think it's the M60 A3, I believe. Not in-depth familiar with all the upgrades to the M60 along the way. It was a pretty long-lived tank line, so I believe this one would be an A3 upgrade, but even if it's not, whatever. So we've got an M85 50 cal machine gun here, which is an upgrade from the original Commander's Cupola machine gun. And then, more impressively, we've got a 25mm Bushmaster derivative cannon up here in the back of the thing, which should be handy for dealing with them pesky whirlybirds. But we'll see. It also features the M256 120mm cannon as a main gun armament, so that's quite a nice upgrade as well, with the corresponding drop in main gun ammunition capacity, but that's okay. Most tanks in War Thunder, you don't bring the full ammo loadout anyways, with the exception of, you know, some of the faster autoloader vehicles. But how do you get it, you might wonder, if you're watching this significantly farther in the future than when I release it. And that would be, it was the prize for World War Mode season, I think it's season 3 of World War Mode. And as I am recording this on the 18th of July, and the final day of World War Mode is tomorrow on the 19th of July, obviously you won't be able to get it anymore by the time that you see this video, excepting that the teams or players that finish in, like, 1st through 3rd or 1st through 10th place or something like that are going to get a coupon for it and be able to sell it, but it's probably going to be pretty hard to obtain after getting it through World War Mode. I went all the way through and ground the thing out and earned all the World War Mode stars. I didn't buy any of them. I actually just played the game and got them. And I could have gotten it from Gaijin if I'd asked them for it, but I didn't ask them for it because I just wanted to get it and experience World War Mode and actually earn the thing, so that's what I did. Nothing against anybody who got it early to make a preview video for you guys. I don't have any problem with anybody who did. I could have. I just chose to grind it out and earn the thing. So anyway, enough about that. Let's take a look at the X-ray and the, well, yeah, we'll do the X-ray and the armor this time first, and then modifications. So 120mm M256 cannon with 40 ammo, 25 Bushmaster with 300 ammo, the M85 50 cal, and then a 7.62 M240 coax over here, right there, with 5,950 rounds. So you're not going to run out of coax MG ammo. You're going to run out of the other two a little bit faster, but yeah, you'll be able to have coax machine gun fire, no problem, all day long. We got pretty decent turret rotation speed, down 10, up 20. Reload rate of 7.7 seconds is middling. It's neither great nor terrible. 54.5 tons total weight, 1,061 horsepower for 36 mile an hour maximum speed on perfect road surfaces. It's not too bad. Visibility's kind of high, but that's got a lot to do with the Bushmaster up top. But I mean, it seems like, it felt like in the test drives I drove it, it felt like it moved along quickly. And for whatever reason, it feels like it's a shorter vehicle looking at it right here. I don't know if that's the scale of the thing with the 120mm gun, or if it actually is like a shorter total wheelbase. I don't think it is. It just feels like it right here. But anyway, we got some anti-heat RPG slat fences on the side to add for some protection. Not that that's really what you're going to experience in War Thunder, because there aren't a whole lot of infantry people firing RPGs at you, but it's there, I guess. It might stop some things. For the armor, we've got, they just call it structural steel anyway, so it's basically not going to do much for you anyhow. The mantlet seems alright. We've got some decent armor protections on the from the front here. We got some extra armor on the front to give you just a little bit more protection. I don't think it's really going to do all that much. It's not probably going to stop most of the APFSDS rounds that are going to be fired at you, and it's probably not going to do a whole lot for ATGMs, which will also be getting fired at you a lot by helicopters and some of the missile launching vehicles that people also use at top tier. But that, I guess, can't really be helped. So like we said, with the 120mm gun, the ammo capacity is reduced because the ammo itself is larger. And that is reflected here with the 10 rounds in the first stage ammo. So I'm probably going to bring about 25, I think. There are 15 over here in this side, and I fired the thing empty of its first stage ammo in a test drive to see which one of these two racks that they replenish it from, and they replenish it from this one over here on the left side of the tank first. So I'm going to empty out the right-hand side of the tank and bring about 25, maybe 26 rounds of ammo, which should empty out this rack and probably leave this one full. So we'll see how that goes. That's the plan, anyway. Standard crew layout, standard engine placement, standard pretty much everything going on here for an M60. So take a quick peek at the... actually, well, we'll take a look at the... Yeah, the modifications and the repair cost. Repair cost stock, $5,530. That's not too bad. Although we'll see what it gets to when it gets up closer to being spaded. So modifications, we of course start with the M830 Heat FS round, because why wouldn't we? And then you get the kinetic energy, I'm not sure what the W stands for, presumably weapon? I don't know. Anyhow, it's APFSDS, and it is equivalent to, I believe, an M829 round, which would make sense being an American-based tank. So I think it's one of the M829 derivatives. The penetration for this one is actually pretty good looking, so hopefully it'll do some good work at, especially the 60-degree angles. That's pretty good. We'll see how that goes when we get to it. It is only a 3rd tier modification, thank goodness, instead of 4th tier, so there's that. I'm going to go parts and FPE, of course, at the start, because I'm expecting to die a lot from fires, from being hit with either APFSDS or the aforementioned ATGMs from helicopters, but we'll see how it goes. It's too bad this thing doesn't get M830A1, but it, of course, would have never really had it in real life since the thing wasn't actually adopted. The Bushmaster is only HEIT shells, which that's fine, but just understand you're not going to do a lot of tank destroying with the Bushmaster, although I have seen people talking about taking out tank barrels with it too. So if you miss your shot, or you only hit like a loader and the enemy tank still has his gunner with your first shot you hit him with, try peppering the gun barrel and see if you can't take that out. So there's the rest of the modifications. Let's take a look at the camouflages for it. So there's your standard camouflage, then you've got late desert, not too bad looking. We've got late summer, this is one I kind of like. Late forest, this is one I really like. This is the one that reminds me of seeing American Army commercials and stuff in the 1980s. Late winter, I kind of like the US winter camouflage, because it seems like it would probably work better in a lot of the winter battles we have where there's a lot of trees and stuff. And then basic green camouflage, which for some reason really appeals to me. I'm not even sure why, but this one just, I don't know, just does it for me. I'm not even particularly sure why it does, but I just like that. And then tricolor summer is the one you got for finishing 9 out of 10 stages of World War mode, and I finished that up last night on stream, actually. And here it is. I know it's a, you know, it's an accurate camouflage for Turkish tank skins. I was just disappointed to find out that when you do camouflage rotation or camouflage scale, it doesn't move those blotches at all, because I would have kind of liked to have made these color blotches a little bigger to sort of, you know, I don't know, I guess camouflage the tank a little better. But anyway, this is the skin that you got for finishing you got the tank for finishing 8 stages, and you got the camouflage for finishing 9. And I believe tomorrow on Sunday for the 10th stage you get a title for finishing that one, so we'll go for that too. Also, just so happens that today in simulator battles, the M60 AMBT is actually one of the featured vehicles, so I may take a little spin through sim at some point. We're going to start out in RB and do some RB gameplay, but we may do a battle or two in sim and see how well this thing stands up there. So that probably is enough of an intro. Let's get this thing into some battle. Alright, here we go. And Turkey, 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 Turkey. If anybody thought I wasn't going to use this skin, well, all I can say is you're wrong. Okay, so let's get an X-ray look here. We brought 26 rounds of ammunition. And as expected, that gives us the front left rack completely empty while leaving the front right full and obviously the first order full. So new M60 engine sounds are actually kind of cool. First target in sight. Gunner fuel tank fire. Hey, it killed him. Well, hit him. I doubt I did much to him from that angle with Heat FS, but at least I hit him. Maybe it marked him for somebody. Just surprised I didn't die through a fire. It's an okay start. I got a kill before I got killed. That was probably destined to be a loss from the moment it started, but whatever. Got a kill with my first shot, so I mean, cool, I guess. The hit I wanted. There we go. That did it. I was trying to get his crew members and his turret, but that'll work. Boom! Yes. What did I lose? I don't understand what I lost in the turret there. Okay. I got the KEW rounds, and then I GE thermals, and that move seems like it has already paid for itself, because here we are in a night battle. Hooray! I also went ahead and bought smoke and crew replenishment and artillery, because I had the golden eagles from somebody using my referral link and getting to rank 5, or yeah, I think rank 5, which got me like 2,500 GE, so what the heck. Figured I might as well use it. Also, trying to use this. I've also had like 7, this is like my 7th or 8th night battle, so it's just ridiculous. Good hit. Come on, tank. Oriente PSO is not what I hit. That's interesting. Yeah, we're dead. God. Hate night battles. Just despise them. Got his ammo. They smoked up. We're heading this way. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Gotcha. Hit me. Hit him pretty well too. Still a decent hit. Come on, loader. Faster, loader. There we go. Get where we were trying to get. Somehow I survived that hit without any serious damage. I don't know. Oh, that's not good. Go, boys, go, 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 go! Go! There he is. I think I set him on fire, didn't I? And then he put it out. Of course he did. Of course he put it out. Already for you folks. repair, please. Start the repair, please. We're gonna smoke this one up. Let's get out of here. Back up the hill. Saw him. Trees in the way. My. Coming right there. Woo. Loader. Whoa. Okay. Job at B, team. Really ought to go. Chrysanthemum across the. He's all the way across the way, isn't he? Sure is. Yeah. Not good. Not good. Not good. Not good. That airstrike really messed things up for us. Yep. So I did actually try to queue for simulator battles, and after 3 attempts of queuing and requeuing and it going over 5 minutes and changing the servers that I was searching on to more than what I wanted, I just abandoned it and will try again at a future date, I guess. I wanted to see if I could do some good work with it in Sim, because you have a little better chance of actually hitting targets and a little better chance of seeing and maybe not being seen yourself, but whatever. Anyway, this whole process of making this video was about as fun as you might have expected, or as you might know yourself if you have the AMBT yourself and have driven it any length of time. You can destroy things that you encounter, both with the Heat FS and with the APFSDS, of course. That's such an upgrade. And you can actually take out tank barrels with the Bushmaster, like I had been told, and that is great. And you can even set P-47s on fire with the Commander's Cupola 50 cal, and then they'll put it out, apparently, immediately. But, you know, that's alright. At least it gave them something else to think about besides dropping bombs on us for a second. But, yeah, if anything sees you, you're gonna get killed. This tank is relatively fast. Even without all the mobility upgrades, it's actually not too bad, and it can scoot along pretty well, and it even reverses fairly well, fairly quickly. But it's a really big, tall target, and you're pretty easily spotted trying. You're not going to sneak up over a hill at anybody with all this stuff on top of your tank before you can even get your gun in sight. So, whatever. I mean, it was a rough time. It's not the worst vehicle I've ever driven. It's far from the worst vehicle I've ever driven in War Thunder, but it's also not the most fun either. It's a nice little reward tank. It'll be neat to have someday when people are going to be like, oh, where did that come from? What is an AMBT? I've never heard of that. How did you get that? How do I get it? You know, a year or two in the future. But it's certainly never going to replace the Ursat's M10 as a, man, I wish I could have had that for people. There will certainly be people who will say, I wish I could have been around to get the AMBT, but then the rest of us will be like, yeah, you're not missing out on much, man. Just go drive the Rise Passive or the M60 A3 TTS, and there you go. You're just missing the Bushmaster on the roof. No big deal. It's handy. It is useful. A couple times I got hit by someone. I was disabled and unable to fire back, and I took out their cannon with the Bushmaster, so it is very useful for that. Otherwise, let's see how we ended up with modifications here. We're about halfway through engine right now. Ended up GEing this one, and these three. Ground out that one, ground that one, ground that one, and then the rest of these here. So, anyway, sometimes the temptation to use Golden Eagles is quite a temptation for me. Most of the time I avoid it, but on this one, HeatFS was occasionally getting the job done, but pretty rarely, and that was that. Anyway, I've certainly rambled on long enough for the intro, and I would like to not do that in the outro and the closing thoughts. So, if you got it, let me know what your experience has been so far. I know a couple of the guys in my Discord had very rough times with it, and then a couple of people had not so bad times with it. So, let me know how it's turned out for you guys, and if you are glad you got it, or just totally regret having it, or if you're just sort of ambivalent about it like I am. I'm just sort of meh about it right now. Cone of Arc's skin, of course, is definitely the best thing about this tank. Well, besides the 120mm gun and the Bushmaster and the upgraded mobility. But the skin is pretty great, so... Thanks for watching this one, everybody. We'll see you all in the next new vehicle video, and good luck to all of you out there who are trying to spade out your AMBTs. I wish you all the best of luck, and that you won't need to use Golden Eagles to do it. Take care, everyone. We'll see you next time.